Okay, it appears to me that there's mass mental retardation going on in America and really in the world. And here's what I mean. They just had this recent shooting in Duncan, Oklahoma, in this Wal-Mart parking lot. Apparently there are 3 dead. 1 guy committed suicide. But I'm looking under these comments on the post that The Hill put out on Twitter, and you're left shaking your head because you cannot believe the cognitive dissonance and the cult of personality that people are wrapped up in these days when they make these disgustingly stupid statements. And by disgusting, I mean from the perspective of individual freedoms. Okay, it's almost like we live in a world of babies who don't know how to dress themselves. They don't know how to feed themselves. They don't know how to defend themselves. And they want politicians to do everything for them. And if something goes wrong, then something else must be to blame. So look at this. Addie May says, GOP still getting orders from NRA and Putin. You know, talking about this. Police say 3 people are dead after Wal-Mart shooting in Oklahoma. Okay, somebody shot themselves and now it's the GOP's fault. It's the NRA's fault and it's Putin's fault. How does any of that correlate right here? You know what they're talking about. They're saying, well, the GOP's in the back pocket of the NRA and they're doing the bidding of the NRA. What, by just leaving people alone so that they can possess a personal protective equipment by themselves without permission from the government? How is that? How does that come from the NRA? How does that come from the GOP? And how does it come from Putin? Just people being free to exercise their freedom in the land of the free, the supposed land of the free? Makes no sense. Meg says, makes me not want to ever step foot in a Walmart. There's no thought of, makes me want to be armed next time I step foot in a Walmart. It's almost like people just get petrified because of all these. You know what? We live in an unpredictable world. An unpredictable world with people who are evil. And evil people do evil things. So it's not a matter of if evil things will happen to you. It's a matter of when they'll happen to you. So when they happen, what is the natural human response? Prepare yourself to defend yourself and your family as efficiently and effectively as possible. There is no better single tool to do that than the firearm. Like I always say, God may have made man, but Samuel Colt made them equal. I don't care if you have a 90-pound woman soaking wet going toe-to-toe against the 300-pound assailant. If she is armed and she knows how to use that firearm, she is as dangerous or more dangerous than that 300-pound assailant. It levels the playing field. It takes people out of the victim box and puts them in the box of the powerful, the box of the armed, the box of the prepared. And chance favors a prepared mind. Why not, instead of saying, makes me not want to ever step foot in Walmart, say, makes me want to, next time I do step foot in Walmart or the grocery store or the post office or the bank, that I'm armed to the teeth and I know how to use my firearm. I know how to use my tool to protect myself, my family, and anybody else in my zone of influence. But nobody thinks along those lines because they're controlled by the propaganda, the 24/7 propaganda news cycle we constantly see. Well, you're the victim and, we just have to rely on the government to help us to make the policies so that the law enforcers can come and save us. They never do. They never do. They never come in time. When seconds count, when your life is hanging by a hair, and you only have seconds to live, that gunman's coming down your aisle or walking through that door of your post office or your bank or your school. Are you going to be ready? Most people won't be. They would rather just go down than be prepared. That makes no sense to me. Or go to the movies, or to school, or to church, or to a friend's outdoor party, or to McDonald's, or. People are so petrified and terrified, but they don't have that terror and that fear work for them to where they take steps to defend themselves and arm themselves and empower themselves. What happened to women's empowerment? Assault weapon owners have the support of Trump and the GOP. Hundreds shot dead since Trump ignores sensible gun reform. America must vote Democrat. Oh my God. That is mental retardation times 10. I don't care if it says Democrat, Republican. It doesn't matter to me. You're going to rely on a political parasite to make sensible gun reforms. You know, gun control, that euphemism they like to throw around. It's not gun control. It's people control. They're trying to control you. And these people like Martin and Linday and Meg and Addie here, they want to be controlled. They want politicians to step in and save the day. They want law enforcers to have all the firearms. You know those weapons of war they're so scared of? Well, they're not scared of them if they're in a badged and uniformed man's hands, walking down the street, banging on doors, making sure you don't have the firearms that the politicians don't want you to have. This guy says, blood on do-nothing Moscow Mitch's hands. This guy's a political parasite, okay? I am not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't vote because I don't want an oppressor. I don't want an oppressor for me. I don't want an oppressor for you. And when you go to that voting booth and push that button and pull that lever, you're actually saying, I want a ruler to rule over me. And not only do I want a ruler to rule over me, I want a ruler to rule over you. That's immoral. What if they don't want your ruler to rule over them? What if they don't want a Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama speaking into your life and making commands and forcing you to submit? What if they don't want that? What if they don't want a Donald Trump or a Mitch McConnell or anybody telling them what they can or can't do, what they can or can't own, how many rounds they can have in their magazine? What if they don't want that? Call him Moscow Mitch or whatever all you want and make him the fall guy for your inability to want to arm yourself and empower yourself and protect your family. Bunch of wusses. Breaking GOP issues, thoughts, and prayers. It's Monday in America. You know, America would be a way better place if we just stuck to 4 simple words. You know what those 4 simple words are? Shall not be infringed. Some of the most beautiful words in the English language. I mean, beautiful, fantastic, perfect words. Shall not be infringed. But here's Trump. He wants to infringe. I like take the guns first and due process second. Nazi Pelosi likes infringement. So you got Trump against shall not be infringed. You got Nazi Pelosi against shall not be infringed. You got AOC against shall not be infringed. Who's on your side? Mitch McConnell is for gun laws. NRA is for background checks. I exposed them a long time ago. If you want an absolute shall not be infringed gun group, go with the Gun Owners of America. Not the National Rifle Association. They sold out long, long ago. Reminder, Oklahoma is open carry. As though that were a bad thing. As though that played a factor in this shooting right here. Doesn't matter if you're open carry or a complete tyrannical government. Doesn't matter if you're in Moscow or America. Doesn't matter if you're in China or Turkey or Russia. You can make all the laws you want. Bad guys will do bad things with tools. They'll pick up a hammer, a pickaxe. They'll beat you dead with their fists or their boot. They'll cut you with their credit card if they have to, or they'll take a gun. But you can't control them. You can't kill that many people with a knife as you can with a gun. It's irrelevant. The point is, nobody has the right to tell you what you can or can't own, what you can or can't do, what you can or can't possess. Every day now, when will this insanity end? Moscow Mitch, the ball is in your court. No, it's not. It's in your court, Garrison Keebler. It's in your court, Frank Keller. It's in your court, Urethra Franklin. Yeah, her name's Urethra. Trish is in the background going, Urethra? That's the name of this Urethra Franklin, which is hilarious. It's in your court, you guys. Don't expect you're not little kids in first grade or kindergarten waiting for mommy to pick you up from school. Oh, mommy, put a pin on my shirt so we can tell the teacher what your demands are. You're the captain of your own ship. You're the controller of your own vessel. You protect yourself. You protect your family. I just wanted to go over that, guys. I'm going to try to keep this short. If you guys enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. And guys, don't forget, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.